Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. President Yoon attended his impeachment trial on Tuesday while remaining under arrest by investigative authorities. It was an unprecedented first on many levels for a sitting president. For more, here is our correspondent, Oh Soo-young.
A prosecutor-turned-president and now a pre-trial inmate. Yoon Suk Yeol argued against his impeachment at the Constitutional Court on Tuesday, the third hearing of his trial. The first sitting leader in the nation's history to be arrested and defend himself against impeachment, Yoon attended this trial for the first time to make a personal appeal to the 8-justice bench as a respondent.
또 특히 공직 생활을 하면서 자유민주주의라는 신념 하나를 확고히 가지고 살아온 사람입니다. 헌법재판소도 이러한 헌법 수호를 위해서 존재하는 기관인 만큼 우리 재판관님들께서 여러모로 잘 살펴주시기를 부탁드리겠습니다.
During the hearing, his lawyers outlined various points that they claim substantiate Yoon's martial law, which they plan to back with witnesses and evidence. First, they cited the opposition-led National Assembly's abuse of impeachment power against high-ranking officials, indiscriminate budget cuts on key military, nuclear energy and welfare programs essential to the country's future, public livelihoods and safety. They also underscored hybrid warfare as a new type of national crisis that poses security, economic and political threats. Examples include the leak of classified military intelligence and critical technologies to China. Yoon and his team once again stressed the need to investigate suspicions of electoral fraud in the parliamentary race last year, producing photographic materials. When questioned by the judge whether he had sent a note to Finance Minister Choi Sang-mok to prepare a budget for an emergency legislative body to presumably replace the elected parliament, and whether he'd ordered military commanders to drag out lawmakers from the National Assembly to prevent them from overturning its martial law, Yoon answered he had not. He further stated he'd immediately ordered troops to withdraw from the building once the Assembly passed a motion to end the decree. Meanwhile, the Assembly side continued to argue that the President's martial law was illegal. It cited media reports, investigation records and CCTV footage from the National Assembly and the National Election Commission to back its arguments that Yoon had planned and caused disruption to the country's constitutional institutions. The Assembly's panel criticised the President's attendance as they walked out of the hearing.
Much of his narrative revolves around allegations of election fraud. It seems his intention in attending these hearings is not to influence the court's direction or to clear his name, but rather to continue fueling the propaganda that mobilizes his supporters.
Some 4,200 people rallied in support of Yoon in areas surrounding the Constitutional Court on Tuesday. One participant was arrested after physically abusing a police officer. The court says its officials are operating an emergency standby system with heightened security and police protection for justices.
Yoon's lawyers say the President, if possible, will attend all future hearings, which have been scheduled until February 13th. The fourth hearing will take place on Thursday, with a testimony by former Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun as the first witness to the trial. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.